Lori Prox here with Police Chief Bill Comer, and we've been discussing drug and alcohol use by minors and gone through quite a few different topics, and definitely hopefully shed some light on how the process works. But the legal process we haven't discussed. And I know at the school board meeting in which the discussion of having a police officer come to the schools was discussed, I know there was concern brought forth that nothing was being done or that nothing was happening to these kids. And I know that you're not responsible for the sentencing that comes down, but is that a fair assessment?
In Valdez, we're charging them under city ordinances, and that's a citation. It's a violation. It's not a criminal charge, and so they go to the court. It's an open court. Citations. They talk to Judge Shalley, and it's more of it's out in the open then, so it's almost like just the embarrassment of getting caught is a pretty good deterrent. But so, and how much trouble they get into, the judge has a couple of different options available to him. He often will either give community work service or he'll charge a fine. Oftentimes a fine just results in the parent paying the kid's fine, which just makes the parent mad. So community work service is a good option. So that's the criminal side of it. The school has their own punishment and their own drug and alcohol policy, which they're reviewing and revamping. So, in
closing, is there more that we can do in terms of awareness and education? Is that where we start? What does the community do if they want to find some answers to these problems?
Well, I'm a big advocate of starting these discussions, and in the school system, I'll just start there real quick. I think they're starting in that direction, and some discussions, maybe closed campus, maybe a school resource officer, tightening up their own drug and alcohol policies to a zero tolerance. And if we can make some real changes there to start with, and then and I think that's the real key, is if you tighten up the policies and make some real consequences in school, and maybe they don't graduate on time, or maybe they sit out, do some unpleasant activities that they have to do to participate in Valdez schools. They just need to be drug and alcohol free, and after that, then you can, after those policies and that mindset's in place for the community, and then we can try to enhance that with maybe a school resource officer, or address different potential punishments through the city ordinances, whether it's mandatory, so much community service, and what kind of community service. There's different levels of work or deterrent that could be determined throughout that too.
All right, well, we really thank you for your time, Bill, because this is the start of obviously a discussion, lots of different ideas out there, and we hope sincerely that you're not the only one who is willing to share this information. Appreciate you, though, being open and honest with us, and we're hoping that we can pursue more of these discussions with others involved with youth and with the use of alcohol and drugs in our community.